So Rosie is like, why haven't I heard from you all day today? Like, hello, don't you know what day it is? Don't you have a calendar? I know you have a calendar because you have an iPhone. And he is like, baby, 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 whoa, whoa. And she's like, I could just punch you in the face. Hello, I'm Simkoya, and welcome back to Rosie in the City. So, in the last episode, we left off with Rosie going out to the gym for the first time, where she met Todd and another guy. I think his name was Jason, but I don't remember. Anyway, Rosie is back home at her apartment, and today is actually Love Day. So, as you guys know, if you've been watching the series so far, Rosie is a serial romantic, so Love Day is pretty important to her. Also, in the last episode, Rosie and Daniel officially became a couple. So, the plan, or at least the good plan, would be to go on a date with with Daniel today. So, we'll see if that happens. I mean, she is a serial romantic, so you never know what or who may pop up throughout the day. But, you know, we're going to see what happens. And Rosie did order something in the mail. Okay, see, Penny Penny is getting Love Day started, okay? Like, Rosie is just like, gosh dang it, Penny, like all the time. Rosie's hungry, so she's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not listening to this right now. I'm gonna go and get my food. But what I was saying a second ago is I have the mod Wonderful Whims installed in my game, which gives Rosie a menstrual cycle, a period, and I ordered her birth control because, one, she hasn't woohooed with anyone yet, but if she does decide to, we do not need any Rosie babies, not yet. So her birth control arrived in the mail, so she's going to start taking that. And now our cousin Sage is inviting us over to her house, which is perfect because, as you also know from episode 5, Rosie got the grand idea of her and Sage moving in together so that they can conquer the city together. You know, they're cousins, they grew up next door, they're best friends, and Rosie has been struggling to get her rent paid, struggling to complete some of her gigs, and I'll get back to that in a moment. But I just wanted to shout out this home that I got off the gallery. I meant to make sure I'm pronouncing his channel name correctly, but it's Dow Plays. I will link it below. I watched his video where he created this build, and I like, look at the realism. Like, do you see the little shovels and stuff on the outside of that shed? Like, I love this house. So I downloaded this house to go right next door to Rosie's father, Roger. And this is where her uncle, Sean, and her cousin, Sage, live. And so I did modify his build just a little bit. I moved the bed in the parents' bedroom so that they can both get in on both sides. I didn't want them like sliding over on the bed with the bed against the wall. And I changed up Sage's bedroom because it was originally built for a boy. I think it was a teenage boy in his video. So yeah, but anyway, Sage is over here talking to her dad, you know, about the proposition that Rosie gave, which is them moving in together. So she's kind of looking over at Rosie like, hey, can you back me up here? Like, you know, what are the details of this move and this apartment? Because Sage's dad, Sean, he's just kind of like, him and his wife both feel like Sage should not have quit college early. They're like, you should have stayed in school. You should have gotten a real job. Like, we don't understand what all this photography nonsense is all about. Like, you're not going to make any money with that. And they're kind of right. You know, they live in Newcrest and there's not a ton of money to be made in photography right now. So, you know, Sage is doing the bare minimum, but she's really like, you know, photographing like school events, church events, you know, restaurant grand open, like nothing crazy big. So she can't really afford to live on her own yet. But Rosie was like, you should definitely come and live in the city with me. And so Rosie just checked her email and she saw that her landlord indeed does have another apartment that they can move into. So Rosie just told Sage the good news. She's like, hey, guess what? You know, my landlord said that I can break my lease. All we have to do is move into another one of the properties that, you know, they already own. And Sage is super excited about that. And Rosie's like, yes, like this is amazing. We've always wanted to live together. We can finally do that now. Like it's time, you know, let's get to it. And so Sage is like, okay girl, but you know, let's lay down some house rules, like how are we gonna make this work, and what about bills? And Rosie is like, I got it, you know, we're gonna get all of that figured out, don't worry, it's just gonna be so fun us living together. And they're walking over here to this popcorn machine and Rosie is over here like, oh my gosh, Sage, we definitely need to like make sure you pack this popcorn machine. We need this in the apartment, okay? Okay, so Rosie is talking to Sage about Love Day and she's like, yeah, so I do have a boyfriend now. His name is Daniel, so you'll probably meet him eventually. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna call me for us to go on some date today. I have no idea what he might have planned. We haven't talked about anything yet, but I mean, it's Love Day, so, and we just started dating this week, so we've got to do something. And Sage is like, okay, that's cool. You know, I'm still out here looking for love too, but I haven't found anybody yet, so I probably will not actually celebrate Love Day today. And Rosie's like, oh my gosh, like that's not the spirit. Like you've got to do something. And speaking of doing something, Roger just invited us out to the city for the Spice Festival. And so Rosie was like, Sage, this is a perfect opportunity for us to go to the city, for you to get a little bit of a taste of the city, and we can kind of stop by the other apartment that we're going to move into and check it out. Okay, so Rosie and Sage have made it to San Myshuno. They met up with Rosie's dad, Roger, in the city, and Rosie is over here burning her freaking tongue on this food. She's just trying to get the goal met so we can get some more aspiration points. But anyway, Rosie is like, Sage, we have got to take a picture together, like our first night together in the city, like cousins turned besties, turned roomies, like we're gonna have so much fun. Like we have to document this process. So they're about to take a selfie. And you'll notice like I had so much fun creating Sage. Like I did not record like me creating Sage and Cass, so I'm sorry I don't have that to put on the channel. But you'll see as we get to know Sage a little bit more that her style is the total opposite of Rosie's. Like it's super eclectic, it's super loud and fun and colorful, and yeah, I just had a lot of fun like playing with different makeup styles I've never done before and things like that. I don't know why Rosie keeps gagging with that baby milk bottle above her head. Like I said before, she has not woohooed with anybody, so I don't know if her birth control is just messing with her or if the birth control is just making her think about babies, but she is not pregnant. She better not be pregnant because I don't know who did it. Okay, Ethan, I should look up how to say his name. I have no idea, but in previous videos I was calling him Ethan, and then I realized later on that is not that man's name. His name is not Ethan, it is Ethrin. So it is literally like 10 o'clock at night and Rosie has still not heard from Daniel today. So that's the reason Rosie called Ethrin, because she was like, okay, I don't know where my man is. I don't know why he hasn't hit me up today, but that's fine because what do I have? Options. So we're gonna call Ethrin and invite him out here to the city and see, you know, what kind of mood he's in for Love Day and what we can get into. Rosie also just gave her dad a Love Day gift. It's a picture of her, of course. But she's like, hey dad, you know, here's a Love Day gift. Happy Love Day. And Ethrin has made it to San Myshuno, and I didn't notice it before. I think he had a different outfit on when we first met him, but like, is he a spellcaster or is he from Realm of Magic? I've never played through Realm of Magic. Like, I recently just got all of the packs, so, but he's totally giving me like Realm of Magic vibes, so we need to figure that out. But anyway, this older man is always around when like Rosie is talking to her dad, just making him so uncomfortable. He's like, oh my goodness, I'm glad I don't have my glasses on right now because I really don't want to see this flirtation. And he's also thinking in his head like, that's not Daniel, is it? Like, who is that, Rosie? And she's like, Dad, you know, we're gonna catch up with you later. Okay, so Rosie and Ethrin are out on a date. They came over here to the park. I can't remember what it's called right now. Oh, Myshuno Meadows, I think. They came over here to Myshuno Meadows, and Rosie is like, hey, like, I know the cutest little cozy part of the park we should go and talk. Like, let's go over here. And, yeah, one of the goals of Love Day is to go on a date. And seeing that the day was almost over and Daniel had still not called us, Rosie is like, well, I have got to go on a date with somebody, and here we go. Here's Ethrin. So they're about to sit down, and see this area really cute. And of course, as soon as Rosie is about to like get her, flirt on, here he gets up running away like, where are you going? And he wouldn't stop. It's like, oh my gosh, y'all literally just ran all the way over here. And now he's running back somewhere else. Like, where are you going and why? Rosie is like, I just went to the gym last night. I didn't want to go on a date today where we were doing all this exercise. And like, these are my cute clothes. I do not have on my gym clothes, sir. Like, hello, I do have natural deodorant. Like, no, I'm not built for this right now. So it looks like Ethrin wanted to come inside for whatever reason. I don't know. Ethrin might have somebody out watching him. He said he was single at Love Day, but that might have changed since then. And Rosie is just like, you know what? You are getting on my nerves. Like, I don't really like your boots. I don't like that you didn't want to sit in the area that I picked out. You got me running all over this park, and now you're over here being rude. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're not even as cute as I first thought you were. Like, you're really getting on my nerves. But since we're here, I want to get my reward for my date, so let's just get this over with. She's just gonna try to socialize and talk with them. She's gonna try to flirt a little bit. And look at him. He's just like disapproving of everything. And Rosie's just like, hey, like, can't you just smile a little bit? Isn't that what you guys always tell us women? Like, oh, hey, baby, won't you smile? So Rosie is trying her best to have a good date with him. But look, she's like, I really don't like you. Like, your mama's a llama, okay? No, she's not saying that. But she is like, not feeling this guy. Look at her. She's talking about divorce and all types of things. She's just like, I will flirt with you just for this date's sake, but don't expect for me to ever call you again. And he's unemployed. She is like, you know what? This date, this date is over, okay? Like, she's like, I have achieved my goal of having a great date. All thanks to me. No thanks to you, Ethan. She's like, I don't even know what your name is, but oh gosh, like, that was a disaster. See, Rosie, this is what happens when you go on a date with men who are not your boyfriend. You have a terrible time. You should have just called Daniel and figured out what was going on, but no, you had to make a point and go with your options. And see, this sentiment that we have, smitten, that's gotta expire, because we are not smitten over this man. And he doesn't even have a sentiment for you. Basic looking. That's right. Rosie is like, he is basic looking. Like, ew, what was I thinking? Like, it was the Sakura tea. She was like, that tea was too strong. Like, never again. We are not talking to him again. So now Rosie is actually about to pop up at Daniel's place. Yes, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Rosie is like, like, he is going to hear my mouth. So she's coming in here. She's like, Daniel. She's about to yell at him and start something. So Rosie is like, why haven't I heard from you all day today? Like, hello, don't you know what day it is? Don't you have a calendar? I know you have a calendar because you have an iPhone. And he is like, baby, whoa. She's like, I could just punch you in the face. Like, I can't believe you. Like, why would you not want to celebrate our first love day together? And he's like, whoa, baby, calm down. Like, I didn't even realize you wanted to celebrate today. Like, I would have made plans. I didn't know. I'm sorry. And she's like, that is a poor excuse, Daniel. Like, you knew it was love day. Like, why wouldn't I want to celebrate? He knows what she's going through, okay? She has the right intentions with this natural deodorant. And he's over here talking about some, ew, don't change the subject, Daniel. You are still on the, what's it called? On the dog bed? You're in the dog house. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're in the dog house, Daniel. Rosie's just over here getting clean, getting her bath. She's like, that damn Etherin had me running all around that park. Ugh, I was not planning for my deodorant to not, I was not planning for my deodorant to wear off today. You know, I was planning for it to be good until I got home. And she's like, Daniel, I know you are not coming in here to take a dump while I'm in the tub. What is wrong with you? She's like, do you want me to fight you? Like, do you want me to break up with you? Like, you already didn't celebrate Love Day with me and now you're gonna take a dump while I'm in the bathtub? She's like, you don't even have a curtain, a shower curtain. You don't even have a shower. She's like, the disrespect. I can't believe you. Like, oh my gosh. She's like, and now I have to pee and you got it all funky in here. Like, you talk about me, Daniel. She's like, get out. Just get out. Rosie is making like all the rules over at his house. Like, girl, this is not your house. And I guess they're making up. See, I knew there was some signs of toxicity with Daniel. I'm like, what is this? Y'all arguing and got all these issues, and then y'all are like, okay, well, give me a kiss before bed. I don't want to be mad at you before I go to bed. They're too much for me. They stress me out. I can't. So Rosie is about to go to bed. This was, I mean, we accomplished stuff for Love Day, but was it really a good one? I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're into it, check out Rosie's playlist called Rosie in the City. It's available on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. The link is below. See you in the next one. Peace.
I like to fight a little dirty, baby.